Bangladesh's Supreme Court has restored the registration of the Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami, which means the Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami can now function as a political party. It was this very registration that was revoked in 2013 under an anti-terror law. And of course, the Jamaat, many had expected, would recede into the background, but it continued working in the background, and today it's made a comeback in Bangladesh. But does it mean well? What does it mean for India, for example? Because if the Jamaat functions as a political party, then it will have access to political power. Political power means it can decide on policies in Bangladesh. And more importantly, even though it has not won a majority on its own ever, it can be a kingmaker, as it's shown in previous elections, where it has allied with the BNP, which was the main opposition party during the Sheikh Hasina regime. Now, what does this mean for India? Well, for starters, the Jamaat-e-Islami Bangladesh was an organization that sided with Pakistan during the 1971 liberation war in Bangladesh, which means they have an anti-India stand. And of course, they are a group that has close ties to Pakistan. They are pro-Pakistan, something that has also been reflected in the foreign policy of Bangladesh in the last few months under the interim government. So it's not very surprising that they've been given back their registration as a political party, because many in Bangladesh, especially the critics of Muhammad Yunus, believe that Muhammad Yunus has the support of the Jamaat, and the Jamaat has been supporting him through the students' movement, which it uses as a front. Secondly, the Jamaat-e-Islami Bangladesh again made a very important sort of announcement. They are batting for an independent Muslim Rohingya state in the Rakhine state of Myanmar, from where Rohingyas have been fleeing. Now, this is something that India would be worried about. Why? India is invested geopolitically, strategically in the Rakhine state. The Kaladan multimodal corridor starts at the Sitwe port in the Rakhine state of Myanmar, from where there's an inland waterway all the way up to Paletwa, and from Paletwa, a road to southern Mizoram's Zorinpui, from where, of course, the rest of the northeast is connected. So if there's an independent Muslim state, there is a problem. Also, the Jamaat, as we know, is pro-Pakistan, anti-India. Thirdly, there has been a revisionism in Bangladesh, and all references to Sheikh Mujibur Rahman are being removed, whether it's currency notes or whether it's his murals or whether it's his house being burned down a few months ago. All of these things have happened, and many of these things have happened with the blessings of the Jamaat, is what critics of the Jamaat accuse it of. And that is something that is worrying, because Bangladesh's liberal, Bangladesh's pluralistic ideals that once also found space are now slowly receding into the background with the influence of the Jamaat, which professes a hardline radical Islam, even though it has tried to redo its image, build its image. But all of that hasn't worked really, because it still remains a pro-Pakistan hardline Islamist group that aims at establishing a Muslim brotherhood. So that's something that's worrying, given the fact that this could add to problems. We do not want another unfriendly state that's constantly causing problems for India. We already have one on the Western Front. Another one on the Eastern Front is definitely not a headache that India needs. So these are things that are there. But if the Jamaat does gain political power in a significant way, India will really have to watch and keep a close eye on Bangladesh. For more such videos where we go beyond the headline and give you the context in which the news developments are taking place, stay tuned to NDTV. For all the news and updates, stay tuned to NDTV. Thank you so much for watching.